Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's time for a new video. We are in a new location. Again, I'm currently in a hostel in New Zealand. However, October is creeping up and I have such an exciting plan for October that I really want to get to filming this. So you have to deal with this and you have to deal with me. I asked a super lovely girl from TikTok to pick out a couple books for me to read in October because I keep trying to spice things up a bit and I don't want to just do a plain, okay, let's sit down, I'm gonna yap about the books I picked to read. So I'm trying to spice things up just a little bit, and since I'm not at home, I can't really make a card, I can't really make a TBR jar because it's just impossible with just one Kindle and a huge suitcase full of clothes and going from place to place like every day to every other day. However, I asked Shanice and she's so lovely. I told her to pick anything between 4 and 8 books and surprise me. And oh boy, she did, because the video I got from her was so lovely. So let's get started with the books that she makes me pick.
You told me to make your October TBR, so I have done just that, and I love being asked to make TBRs because I thrive. I absolutely thrive and I love it. So here we go. Starting off, we have Savage Lands by Stacey Marie Brown. This is my latest obsession and you are going to froth at the mouth over the Scenes book. Okay, you're welcome.
The first book she makes me pick is Savage Lands, and honestly, I've never even heard of it, but it sounds so good. I did a little bit of deep dive, and apparently it's about a Fey world and the normal world, and the earth and the Fey world are kind of interconnected by now. So due to this, humans have basically no say in the world, and our Bexley fights every day to survive. And while fighting to survive, she meets Warwick, apparently, and he's a Fae. So we got a human and a Fae, and that's all I know, and I'm so excited. Oh my god, I've been in such a fantasy mood lately, and all the books I'm currently reading are more like spicy summer romance, spicy dark romance kind of, which still is good, but it's not fantasy. So excited. Thank you for the first book, and let's continue with what else we gotta read.
And then we have The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. Yes, it's a long name, but oh my god, it is so cute. The found family, it's so romantic, cozy. Oh, I just love it, and it's the perfect October vibes. Now I know you're not in autumn, but I'm in autumn, so it was a must.
The next book is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. What a name. What a name. But I looked into that book as well, and oh my god, it sounds so good. It's set in Britain. Mika is a witch. However, she knows how to hide it, except for one thing, on an online account where she posts videos pretending to be a witch. Somebody does take it seriously. She begins to travel and meet up with that person. However, that does bring some risks. And honestly, that book sounds so good. And also, I've never heard of this. Janice, how did you pick all the books that I never even heard of? Have I been chronically offline recently? Or is this just some gems that you found? Because I have to know. I have to know in this. So excited to read this. And I have a feeling all of these books will be perfect for my October, and I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Completely different vibes. We then have A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner. You may want to rip your hair out while reading this, but don't the best books make you feel that way? 6 stars from me. Hopefully you agree.
You're gonna make me read A Love Letter to Whiskey. I've been eyeing that book for ages. However, I've always been way too scared to read, and now it's on my TBR. Oh my god, I can't believe you actually made me read A Love Letter to Whiskey. It's Do you want me to cry? Yeah, I guess you do. I haven't really looked into what this book is about. I know that you follow a romance, but it's not like a typical romance story, and it's over a couple of years, and you like see all their ups and downs. Is this actually love? Is this destiny? Is this toxic? And you really have a deep dive into that. As far as I know, that's all I know from social media, which how accurate that is, I will let you know when I read it. I've seen so many reactions. I've always been way too scared to actually read it, and now I have to. And honestly, I'm pretty happy about that. But I might save that until the end of my trip, so I'm not reading it on a bus while cruising through the cities and crying randomly in front of strangers. So maybe I'll wait a little bit. I won't stick to your order. Just saying, there's some book preferences. Unless there's a book that you really want me to read first, then we gotta chat about that.
Ghosted by J.M. Darhawa. This is so underrated. I don't hear anyone talking about it, and it makes me so sad. So sad. It's so cute and romantic. I am just obsessed. 6 stars. It's also on Audible Plus if you would like to listen to it.
I just looked up the back of Ghosted. I don't know why. I always thought that Ghosted was like a mystery or thriller. It is not. It is in fact not a mystery or a thriller. And oh my god, that book. You got me there. I think I might read this first. It's about Jonathan, who is a new young actor, but he's rather troubled. He's struggling with scandals and just also kind of addiction and everything. But Kennedy knows him from way before. They met in high school, and now she's a single mother with a child that he doesn't know about. So the years go by and they meet again, and the only thing that they now have in common is that child. And honestly, that book sounds so great. I love a good single parent moment, which I guess this is kind of not true. This is second chance. This is celebrity romance. I love it, and I'm so down for it, and I can't wait for it to finally be October so I can read that.
And then I had a little cheeky look at your Goodreads, and I saw that you started Zodiac Academy, so I'm demanding you continue the series. Now, I've never known someone with such a messy Goodreads. Do you know how many you have been currently reading? Insane. So I don't know if it's up to date or if you are genuinely reading that many books at one time. That is insane. Love it for you. That is insane though. So continue the Zodiac Academy series, and if it's not book 3 that you're on, whatever one you're on.
Indeed, my Goodreads is messy. I agree. However, I actually am reading most of those books. I tend to not update regularly on Goodreads, but I always start a lot of books and then either read them at the same time or not finish them for a while and then just go back and forth. But I haven't had time to actually check out the books that I've been reading recently, because with this whole traveling thing, it's a mess. Some of those books are started and are laying back at home, and I haven't checked where I stopped. Some of them are audiobooks, and I have not listened to an audiobook in a while. Some of them I DNF'd years ago, and they're still on my Goodreads. So you're right, maybe I should fix that, or maybe I'll just embrace my messy Goodreads. However, I am in fact on Zodiac 3. I finished book 2, and honestly, I didn't like that, just like I didn't like book number 1. But I'm still willing to try, so I'm gonna continue with book number 3. So for those that don't know, Zodiac Academy is about, I think their names are Tori and Darcy. I'm so confused with their other names that it's just a mess. However, hi bird. However, Tori and Darcy think that they're human until one day somebody shows up and tells them they're not. Takes them all the way to the Feywild, where suddenly they get enrolled into the Zodiac Academy and get told that they're the next heirs of this kingdom. What a world, and honestly, the whole kingdom is basically against it. There's bullies, there's issues, there's drama, but it's also kind of addicting. So I kind of get why you all like it. And I'm going to continue with book 3, and hopefully it gets better by now, because if it doesn't, I'm stopping right there. But if it finally gets better, I'm happy to finish the series.
And then we needed a thriller, because you can't really make an October TBR without a thriller. So I have gone with Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. I haven't read this yet. I don't know whether it's good, I don't know whether it's bad. I will be reading this soon, so I guess we'll both find out soon. But yeah, that's what I picked.
This book sounds so good. It's not quite dead yet, and it's about Jet. Jet always thinks, I still got time before I start my life. I still got time to chase my dreams. I still got time. Until one day she doesn't have time. At Halloween, she is attacked by an intruder, and she suffers a really traumatic head injury, and her doctor is quite certain that within a week that injury will cause her to die. So now Jet is going to solve her own murder. That book sounds incredible. I read The Reappearance of Richard Price by her, and I loved it, so I'm really excited for this book. And I've seen the show of Good Girls Guide to Murder, and that was so good too. Honestly, this sounds so good, and I can't wait to sit down and read Not Quite Dead Yet.
And then the last book I don't have physically, but it's Nocticated by Kerry Lake, because I hear it's the perfect October read. I'm going to be reading it in October, you're going to be reading it in October, we can go through it together.
Next up we have Nocticadia, and honestly I've been having that book on my TBR for about a year probably, and it just sounds so incredible. It's Dark Academia vibes, it's a hidden college, and it's toxic, and it's a professor. So I don't know her name. Goodreads isn't really telling me much, and I don't have the book with me. The only book I have is my Kindle on the bed. So our protagonist gets an acceptance letter from the university, a really prestigious university in the country, and she promised in her life that she wants to leave the city she's in, and also her mom died from a mysterious illness, so she wants to figure out what happened there, and maybe that school will help. But at that school she meets a professor. That professor is also known as Dr. Death, and together apparently they're toxic, and I love a good toxic romance. I just love it. So next up is Nocticadia.
So yeah, that is all the books I want you to read. It is a dictatorship, you will be reading them, and I look forward to all of your reactions, DMs, and spamming me.
And that's already the last book that Shanice is making me read. Oh my god, I can't believe she picked 8 amazing books, and I can't wait to sit down and dive into them as soon as October comes. Apparently this is a dictatorship, so I will follow your orders. I might just mess up the arrangement a little bit and start with a different book, but the whole list just sounds incredible, and I really want to try and read all of them. And if you're interested, I might just vlog it. If you're interested, let me know. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much, Shanice, for picking the books for me, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed that somebody else picked the books for me, and let me know what kind of TBR videos you would like to see. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.